Welcome back, everybody, to week 4 of the Piggy Bank Power League. Opening up the week of games, we've got Drink and Drive visiting the King Boo Bombers. Drink and Drive coming off the bye week 1-1 versus the 2-1 King Boo Bombers here as we go to the top of the second with Blaze Frazier hitting a solo shot over the wall, dead center field. Muscles it out of here, 473, bang, 1-0. Drink and Drive in the top of the first. Next batter, Thomas Butters. I'll have what he's having. Center field, just off to the left here. Another home run, back to back. 2-0 Drink and Drive early in the game here. 438 feet for Thomas Butters. Mr. Butters steps on home, and we go to the top of the third. Thomas Butters up again. He's going to sneak one just past the diving Shiloh Fury at first base. And that is going to score the runner from second on a slide. Close play there. 3-0 Drink and Drive. But we got Tim Chandler, the pitcher, in the bottom of the third. Going, and gone. Tim Chandler helping himself out after giving up 3 runs early. Gets his team on the board. And we might have something cooking here with the King Boo Bombers. Pitcher home run starting a rally. Webb Russo with an RBI single right up the middle. Runner from second's running. Tests the arm, but Sergio cleverly cuts it off. Almost snags the runner. 3-2. And a shot down the line by Kylie Bradford is going to tie the game up. The runner at second is going to score. Runner from first is going to advance to third. It's 3-3. And that'll bring up Shiloh Fury. He's going to get one past the diving. Outstretched glove of the shortstop. 4-3. The King Boo Bombers have turned it around in 1 inning off the back of the Tim Chandler home run. Starts the rally. Bottom of the fourth here, Donald Buckley is going to add on to the Bombers' lead, making it 5-3 here. Deep center field, not quite as deep as Blaze Frazier's, 428 though, but on the very next pitch, Preston David says, "I'll have another." Another shot to center field. Johnny McBride, I believe, doing a whole lot of looking over his shoulder out in center field today. 6-3 King Boo Bombers after 4 innings here. Next up, we got the top of the fifth. It's Sergio Clevery with a man on first, and he's going to go to the exact same spot Preston David just hit one. There's a little bit of a collection of baseballs in there. And that is going to make it interesting here. 6-5, Bombers holding on to a narrow lead. Next batter up is Blaze Frazier, and he is going to go deep in the exact same spot again. A little deeper this time off the back wall. And that is a tie game, fellas. 450 feet. Bottom 6 now, Peyton Peck. First and third, nobody out, and a little single up the middle is going to retake the lead for the Bombers there. First and second now, and Kylie Bradford is going to shoot a comebacker up the middle. Excuse me, it was second and third. The runners advanced, and both of them are going to sneak in, 9-6. Kylie Bradford having a good game. Top 7 is Blaze Frazier yet again. Absolute piss missile smoked. 3 rows deep in right center field. But that is his 3rd home run of the game. He's going to make it 9-7. Bombers maintain their lead, but it is cut to 2. Peyton Peck, yet again, he's going to smoke one. And that'll be a solo shot. The Bombers retake that 3-run lead. It's now 10-7. And that'll bring us to the top of the 9th here. Last chance for Drink and Drive. Who up? Blaze Frazier. Opposite field, absolutely smoked. And that's a 4-home run game. You do not see that very often. It's even in the Piggy Bank Power League where hitters are just so prolific. 4 home runs in one game is incredible. That'll make it 10-8. Thomas Butters smokes one, but Donald Buckley reaches up and grabs it, and that is where we're going to finish up here. King Boo Bombers take this one 10-8. Great performance from both offenses today as they could really get a lot going here. Tim Chandler and Doyley Hamilton both not on their best, but even with the 4-home run effort from Blaze Frazier, they're not able to take the win away, and that'll bring us to the Nice Steak Dingers and the Wayfire Dragons. Both teams 1-2 at the time of playing this game. Nothing doing in the top of the first. Bottom of the first, Bianca Lucas is going to line one right down the first base line, and that is going to score the runner on second. RBI single there from Bianca Lucas. Jar Pickle up next in the bottom of the first. He says, "I'll do it again." Bianca Lucas managed to advance to second, and that will score the exact same play. It's 2-0 Wayfire Dragons. Tidley Cologne leading off the top of the second here. Smokes one, right center field. Leadoff piss missile, 2-1. But the damage is not done yet. The dingers are still cooking here in the top of the second. Jackson McForsham, with a man on first, ropes one to right center field. Up into the bleachers, bounces back into the field. 3-2 nice stake dingers now. They take the lead on a 410-foot shot from Jackson McForsham. Canopy Deputy up, batting 0 on the year, and that is his first hit. Canopy Deputy goes yard. The two-way player has seen some action on the mound already this year, but nothing doing so far at the batter's plate until now. First hit of the season, solo home run, 4-2, nice stake dingers. Bottom of the second, absolutely robbed. Chance Shannon, incredible play. Sean Fan smoked. And then Keith Quintero snags the bunt and doubles up the runner at first. A defensive masterclass from the nice stake dingers in the bottom of the second. McForsham's going to shoot one to the gap here, and that is going to score 2. Runner rounds third, balls into the shortstop. Kurt Hodges throws it in, can't make the throw. 6-2, nice stake dingers. In the bottom of the fourth, though, Kane Marquez, with a runner on, makes it interesting. 2-run home run to left field. 365 feet, but that is a big wall you got to cross over. And that'll make it 6-4. Heading to the top of the fifth, it's Chance Shannon already with the defensive masterclass on his hands. And what an absolute bomb. Holy moly. Rookie of the Year frontrunner Chance Shannon makes it 7-4 with that nuke that he hits into the third deck. Incredible. Tidley Cologne up to bat now in the top of the fifth. Smoked. Is it fair? Is it foul? Ding! That's a home run right off the pole. 8-4 now for the nice stake dingers. They're running away with this one. The Wayfire Dragons are going to need to keep it close. Next up, those Canopy Deputy. There's a man on second. His second hit of the year. He goes yard again. Just over the outstretched glove of the center fielder. And it's 10-4 nice stake dingers. Canopy Deputy deciding to show up for the first time this season, and he's making his mark on this game. Great game from Canopy Deputy. Bottom of the fifth here. First pitch of the inning is gone. That is Munoz absolutely roping one to the left center field bleachers. One little section there all by themselves. How do you even get to those seats? Who knows? Where are the stairs? 409 feet, though. And that'll make it 10-5. Now, bases loaded, and the ball's low. That is going to be a run the easy way. Walks one in. Dylan Snyder, though, with one bases loaded and one out, grounds into a double play, and that is going to end the inning. Wayfire Dragons really needed to capitalize there. Asbestos Bruce, though, with a runner on first, sends one into the bleachers. 2-run shot, and that's going to make it 10-8. Very, very interesting. This game was 10-4 just a moment ago. 4 runs. And Kurt Hodges says, make it 5 runs. Runner on second, rounds third, comes home, no throw, 10-9. We got ourselves a game. Pee Wee Ochirio in the top of the seventh comes off the bench and pinch hit. It's going, and it's over the wall. Big wall there, but the no play for the left fielder. And just extends that lead a little bit. They needed a little bit of breathing room. Wayfire Dragons were coming up on them. That'll make it 11-9 for the Dingers. Sophie Silva here is going to ground into a double play, but the bases are loaded with nobody out, and that will still cash in a run. So we're all good there. 12-9 now, and Keith Quintero's just going to barely sneak one past the glove of Sean Fan. Bounces off the leather, but can't make the play, and that'll be 13-9 there. Bianca Lucas, bottom of the eighth, says this game's not over yet. Deep into the forest in center field, and that'll make it 13-11. What kind of game is this, fellas? Incredible. Jumping to the bottom of the ninth here. No action in the top of the ninth, and Bryson Kelly is pinch hitting with 2 outs, but hits it hard, but not enough. Pee Wee Ochirio scoops it up, and that'll be the game. 13-11, nice stake dingers. 35 hits between the two teams. Lots of action off the bench. Almost everybody got involved, and not a whole lot of interesting stat lines for the pitchers. A lot of people got shelled today. Jackson McForsham coming away with the game MVP, and that'll bring us to our last highlights of the week. The Crown Princes versus Drink and Drive yet again. Drink and Drive now 1-2 after their loss to the King Boo Bombers, and the Crown Princes 2-1 trying to keep their hot start going. Bottom of the first, Duke Hammerhead absolutely smokes a solo shot with 2 outs, and that'll take an early lead for Drink and Drive. Just nuked to center field, 450 feet, his first home run of the season. Congratulations, Duke Hammerhead. Blaze Frazier continues the hot streak. 5 of his last 5 at-bats have gone yard, and that one's out of the stadium as well. Blaze Frazier is just on a heater that we have not seen in this league, maybe ever. Let's see if he can continue. Got to be an MVP frontrunner at this point. Very incredible stuff here. Bottom of the second now, Josiah Romero gets involved. Leadoff home run makes it 3-0 early for Drink and Drive. Crown Princes definitely want to get involved in this one before it gets out of hand. Bottom of the third, Duke Hammerhead's got 2 on, and he smokes one. It's going, and it wraps around the left field foul pole. 3-run shot for Duke Hammerhead, his second of the year, and that'll bring his RBI total up, looking real nice for being 4 games into the season. Bottom of the third now, it is 6-0 Drink and Drive. Jump into the 5th inning, Josiah Romero gaps one. 2 runners on, first and second. Easily scores from second. Will there be a play at the plate? Brett Pineda throws, and catcher dropped it anyway. Didn't matter. That is going to make it 8-0 Drink and Drive. Dave Praline, though, keeping the Princes at least involved in the game. 2-run shot in the top of the 6th. That will make it 8-2. But is it enough? We will see. Next action, top of the 7th here. We got Brett Pineda coming up to bat with a runner on third. And first baseman, I believe Sergio Cleverly, makes a little bit of a business decision. Says, I'm going to let that one go. It's 8-3. Jacoby Dougherty, though, absolute nuke. We get a weird tall center field wall here, but it does get over there, and that'll make it 8-5. Crown Prince is making this one interesting. But we jump now to the bottom of the 7th. Josiah Romero getting involved again. Nobody on base, but he does absolutely smoke one off the back wall of the complex, and that'll make it 9-5 Drink and Drive. Lots of offense in the highlights today, but Josiah Romero having an excellent game. Top of the 8th now. Cardboard Rollins lays out it short and makes the play, saving a run. Incredible stuff there. Top of the 9, wild pitch. The runner's advancing, but wait, he's out. They try to steal a run on the wild pitch with 2 outs, and instead they don't make it, and the game's over. 9-5 is our final score there. Drink and Drive comes away with a win, gets out of Week 4 500. Now for the games we didn't get to catch here in Week 4. First order of business is the Missiles versus the Hogs. Uber Reynolds starts the action with a solo home run, followed by RBI singles from Porterhouse, Liliana Jensen, and Zane McCarty. Karina Horn tacks on another in the second, making it 5-0 Missiles early on. Porterhouse keeps the hurt on him by adding a 2-run shot to his repertoire before Neville Heaves gets one back for the Hogs, making it 7-1. McCarty, Jensen, and Horn add on another one each to make it 10-1 Missiles. Beefy, Craig, and Pugh all cash runs in for the Hogs, but it's far too little too late. 10-4 Missiles is where this one finishes up. Scrimps versus Blasters next on the docket. Ax Arellano starts us off with a solo homer, top of the first. Blasters get it right back, though, from a Salinas RBI single. Poke Barber adds 2 more from an RBI single to make it 3-1 to the Blasters. Rios cashes in an RBI single. Ralph Sullivan cranks a solo homer, and Rios comes back for second shortly after to make it 4-3 Scrimps, though. Close game as Edith Malone ties it up with an RBI double. Scrimps retake the lead off of Mateo Barron's sac fly, and Enrique Smile comes right back with a game-tying solo homer. 9 innings wasn't enough to separate these two on the day, and Timothy Plow ends it in the bottom of the 11th with a single. Blasters win this one 5-4. Bombers versus Stingers, our last game of the week. Donald Buckley continues the theme with another solo home run to start the game. David, Peck, and Hart all tack on before the Stingers answer with an RBI error from Gale Cooker. 4-1 Bombers. Huge offensive outburst from the Bombers gets this one out of hand in a hurry, though, with contributions from McLaughlin, David, Peck, Russo, and Bradford, making it 11-1 Bombers. And then Trev Mephisto hits a meaningless stat-padding homer to end the game 11-2. Bombers win this one, and that'll end it for Week 4 of the Piggy Bank Power League. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we will see you all next time in Week 5. See ya.